So today, part two of lasting your shoe, your Air Jordan shoe.
Frank Vega Studio. Graphics, footwear accessories designer.
And then adding cork board. So for that, we're gonna need a 1/4 inch cork board probably. You can get this at any Michael's craft store, I guess. You're gonna need your lasting pliers, a 4-way rasp, a bicycle inner tubing, a heat gun, your shoe last, ready to go. So, okay guys, so picking up from last time, I left my toe like this, and this, but the heel, I left this area open up like this, and I said I want to add, I was going to add more nails on this area, okay? Because here on this area we have our heat sensitive hair counter. So we're gonna add some nails here to contour this thing, okay? So I'm gonna do this last. So I'm gonna focus here on this first front area. So normally in shoe lasting, you would not glue your lining to your toe, to your upper. You would like last both things kind of like separately, but at the same time. So, but here, so we have this, okay? So, at school we use the Petronius glue. Let me just go and get it. I thought I had it here. So, okay, glues, quickly. So if you're gonna sew something, right, and you need to hold it in place together, we use this contact cement. And then we have this other contact cement for things that not gonna be sewn. This guy right here. So I think it's like this guy right here. Petronio, yeah, it's the same guy. I don't know. So yeah, it's the same guy, but it looks different. Okay. So going to this. So when we do this, we want to lift up a little bit here on this area because we want to get contact cement right under, kind of like the nails are. But we don't want to push contact cement beyond the lasting board. Oh, like for example, this is a great example. This nail got undone, so you don't want to pass. This nail got undone on here, so you don't want to pass your contact cement from the lasting board, because then you will glue your upper to your last, and you're gonna have a problem. Okay. So let me put this guy here back in where it belongs. Okay, you're not gonna go nowhere now. Let me put this guy more in. There we go. So, okay. So I'm opening my flower. Yeah, I'm opening my petals up right here. All these curly petals. These beautiful flowers that we're creating to be worn on someone's feet. Okay. So I said I was going to focus on this first. So, okay. So let's focus on this first. So I want to get a lot of glue in there. I want to push the glue in. Make sure that you're not breathing these fumes. All right, you want a well ventilated area, and the reason why you hear the noise of the cars on the background is because I want ventilation in this area. So do not do it like this. All right, don't get high on the glue. All right, guys, please, let's take care of ourselves. So yeah, so we're gonna put the glue there. Let me lift this guy up in here. Sorry, just bumped into the camera. Gotta fix that cable out of the way. Oh, and the microphone is showing too, so I gotta fix that too. Let me just do this quickly here. Oh, sorry. Now this out of the way. Great. So where was I? Okay, yes, adding glue. So gonna said I was going to focus. So I'm just gonna put glue here. And then come here on this side and paint the side wall, the inner wall of my shoe upper. Carefully not to put glue on the last. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me just put glue right here. I'm not gonna work on it yet, but I'm gonna put contact cement just to when I get here. So I'm gonna start from my center forward. Okay, so I'm gonna start from here, close this, and then I'm gonna flip this guy like this and go here, and then we will be there. Remember the pull, the tug. So before, making sure, or before you remove any nails, you want to make sure that the area that you're gluing, it's well adhered onto your lasting board. You see, and this is kind of like why you don't glue your your lining to your upper, because it will make a thicker of a material. So if you have your lining separated, like we could have the lining like sewn here and be freed, and that way you pull it alone and then you pull on top and you have a better fit. But like this is the sneaker surgeon, shoe surgeon guy, so it's this way. So yeah. Ouch. Okay. Oh. So you gotta take a look at the way your material is folding, or you gotta take a look at the way you're folding your little pleats right here, because we're gonna cut them, remember, in order to have like a flat surface. Okay. Ooh. You see, remember I told you about pulling the leather too hard? Thank God it was just like right there. Okay. So in a moment, I'm just gonna hammer these nails in. The reason why I'm folding these guys in is to put pressure onto the lasting material, because the nails will pull the material in. Okay. So now we can forget about this for a moment. Start taking the nails out that we don't need. So, okay. Ooh, this thing went down. Let me just, I don't want it to get stuck there. So, the heel counter, our heel counter, like falls on the feather line. So I want to get the nail like right here, where the heel counter is. Okay. So I'm pulling, but I'm not. Okay. You don't want to. I'm pulling in, but with my this. Okay. So I'm placing my finger here, so this part won't get stuck to my lasting board. And I'm gonna place my nail right here. Actually, right here. Okay, so now I got this because this guy's gonna get folded in right here. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the same. I'm gonna place a nail right here, not on top, but like on the edge below. Like you see our lasting mark right here. I'm putting it like below the lasting mark or above, depending how you see it. Because that way when I fold in, these nails are gonna bring my heel counter in as well. So again, I'm gonna grab my fingers like this so I can have a better vision of this. Put that right there. Oh, this nail is not gonna help me, it's bent. Okay, and now we're gonna put the last one right here. Okie dokie, Smokey. All right, so we got this. We got this glued up. So now I'm gonna apply heat to the interior of the shoe. You see how we have this not glued? That's the way it's supposed to be also in the front. But whatever, just let me focus on this. So the heel counter, it's heat activated. So we're gonna use heat to contour it to the heel shape of our shoe last. Ouch. The nails are very hot. Okay, so I'm gonna start bringing this guy in like this. Okay. So this gotta be done like very quickly. Okay. So we're gonna take this nail in the middle, fold it in, and we're gonna fold it in. Oh, let me see, where is this going to? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna grab another nail, put it here. So I'm putting a nail right here on this edge where that bump is. Okay. Alright, so now another nail right here. Right on the nerve of the bump. Or the bump's nerve. Gonna put one more here, even though this is not glued. There's like a little nerve right here that I don't want for the heel counter to cool off on that shape, because it will look not pretty. So now slightly, we just, you can bring this guys into right here, just so we can, these guys we don't need, we can remove. Okay. So this right here, you see we have this nice round shape, okay, because we placed those nails right there, okay, and this leather is being stretched or pulled in towards the bottom of the shoe. So I would say leave this for a few hours like this, so the leather really takes shape. And when I come back from a break, I'm gonna remove these nails from the ones that are holding the lasting board, remove these nails that are holding the leather, and actually no, I'm gonna remove first the nails holding the upper, take care of the pleats that I need to cut up, or actually we have to glue this guy because the bottom, the heel upper area is not glued to the lining, so we're gonna do that afterwards. So we're gonna like stretch this, the second part of the upper on top of the lining. Okay, so guys, this is the final part of this step right here. When I come back, we're gonna remove these nails, add glue, contact cement to the inner part of our heel on the upper, glue it to our lining, cut any excess that we might have on our leather on the front, on the back. We're gonna add our cork inner core and smooth it out. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like this content, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it, and peace. So, well, we're back over here, and previously before the break, I left off with, let me see which shoe. Okay, this shoe right here. With this shoe right here, where I added some nails to. I added nails to the bottom part right here on the around the heel counter, and folded these nails. So it actually transpired a few days since the last I did this. So when I grabbed it today to do this video, I actually learned that this whole area got glued up. So that's great. So as you can see right here on this one, I have already placed the cork board, and there's some nails here that I have to remove. This area is totally cleared up, and I have removed the coating around the pink leather, and then I'm gonna roughen up this area also on the shoe finisher. So I will show you my shoe finisher in a moment, right after we're done with this bad boy right here. So okay, what are we gonna do here? What we're going to do here is remove or cut off these little bumps right here and try to make this as flat as possible, and then we'll repeat it with the back. Okay, so my scissors over here. So this part right here, you can try using this scissors right here. You might want to use your elastic pliers, the thin ones, and grab that thin tip and just press this guys in. Okay, this one is like a double, so gotta be careful if you have something like this happening. Okay, so we're gonna do this together. We're gonna walk through it. All right, I like to wear gloves like this because they provide me first of all a better grip, cushioning, and protection. So okay, here we go. That doesn't work. Grab your trusty cutting knife and cut into the right on the fold. Okay, you don't want to cut onto the board. Okay, you just want to get rid, you see, like that. And now you can come in with your scissor and cut it. Okay, so you're gonna have something looking like this. Okay, now again, I'm just grabbing my little creases here and making them sharper, especially where they meet the lasting board, because that's where I want to cut. carefully, okay? You don't want to cut your hand. So, all right, that's out of the way. Here. So you see I'm using my thumbs and spreading them apart so I can see where I'm gonna cut in there clearly. This is a thick one right here. It's that lining. So now we have this, okay? So here, now that I have cleared this area up, I'm noticing some of these guys are a little bit loose. So that's okay because we have all the grip done already, okay, here. So we're gonna add a little bit more of a contact cement. And just brush them in there, you know, and then just remove any excess. And now grab your heat gun. And this is to glue all these fibers. There's these fibers in here that got a little bit loose as we cut away those folds or pleats. gonna grab this. This was an old hammer that it came off the handle. So now I just use it like as a finishing sort of a hammer. Not that heavy, but it's good just to I think gives me more control. So I'm looking around this area right here and I'm seeing some little bumps. You can also use a heavy roller. This is heavy. And you can also do this to your shoe instead of like hammering it, because the roller really makes sure that the material that you're pressing in really distributes evenly back and forth around the area that you're working with. Okay. I'm liking this. So I'm gonna remove this nail from here. I don't need it no more. I'm gonna proceed and do the same with the middle. Okay. Now I'm gonna remove all the nails from the back except this nail, because I'm gonna be working on this area. Once I'm done, then I remove this nail. I don't like using that method because now I don't find the nail until later. I just like to be a little bit more controlling over this thing. You know, people have different way of doing things, but there's always a way of doing things the right way. So it so happened the way Dom is showing you how to last your shoe, it's not the right way. So hopefully you spend some time on this video, like watching it and looking at my technique. Alright, so I got all these nails removed and now I have these paddles that as I like to call them, that we need to cut away. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my lasting pliers and grab them and compress them. So again, I'm cutting right on this edge inside, on this little corner, and that's it. So you're gonna have something like this in here. Okay, you don't want to be cutting this outside. You don't want to be messing with this until you do this. Saw someone there like cut it this area like before lasting, and that's a big no-no. You do that on your like for your heel counters. That's what you do. You do that sometimes to reduce material from bulking on your lasting, but you don't cut your upper. Never. You're gonna affect the quality of your pull on your lasting. That's what's gonna happen, because you're not going to have enough material for you to work with, as you can see that you need. So you see now we have this. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this guy. Okay. So now I'm ready to place my cork board that I have right here. Cork boards come in different thicknesses, and I believe this one is about 1/4 of an inch. You could get them like in 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, just like trace this line. So I'm just getting inside, just right below. I'm not going parallel to the shoe. I'm placing the pen like at a 45-degree angle, more or less, and get it right below the shoe. On this front part, you might want to just go not below. You want some extra coverage. I'm going to show you my tracing. So this is what I need right here. Okay, so quickly, this has not to be perfect. You just want an area to cover your shoe. So now I'm gonna grab this, apply contact cement, gonna grab a generous amount and spread it quickly through all my surface and try to get the thinnest layer that I can apply. Okay, and now I'm gonna repeat the same for the bottom of my shoe. Again, do not breathe the vapors of this glue. You know, it's not healthy for your lungs. So here I'm gonna take this opportunity, as I did on my front. I'm gonna dab glue, like generous amount of glue, because I want for the glue to get into the crevices of the cuts that I made, because we want to really secure and anchor that area down. Okay, again, you know, it doesn't hurt to go over that area. Okay, so now grab your trusty heat gun. Don't forget, make sure to remove all your nails on your lasting board, because this is the last moment. Once you do this and you forgot to remove your nails, you're done. Like, you won't be able to take your shoe away from the last, and then you will have to like break everything. Okay, so there's no signs to do this. We just okay, we just placed in this guy, and with our fingers we press in the center where that gap is. Okay, like that. So you see, you can grab a hammer. I don't see a hammer right now. Just use this roller. This is a heavy roller. Oh, okay. So it's heavy. That's why it's called a heavy roller, and it's great for this sort of things because it just rolls and spreads the contact cement below the surface evenly for a better bond. Okay. So now, once we have this, with your fingers, you can just peel off the excess, just like this. So, the logic behind all of this right here is to provide the cork provides an impact absorption, and also provides more support in the center part of the shoe, and it helps you to make things even. Okay, so you see, this is why I place the glue in here, remember, on these cuts. So there, you can just grab this. I want to hammer the cork in that area and I will do the same for the back. So here you want to hold the shoe last with your hand as you hammer, because if you hold the shoe like this as you hammer, you will push out the last out of the shoe. Okay, so you don't want to do that, obviously. So we hammer. Okay, we have that. So now with your four-way shoe rasp, you can get this at Home Depot. You can get this also at footwear suppliers for like a shoemaker shoe rasp, but it costs a lot of money. This does the job. So here, let me see. I'm gonna see what shapes best for me. So if you don't have a shoe finisher, this is what you do. So mind you, as you're doing this, all these little fibers of cork that you see that are bouncing off, they will fall into any crevice inside of your lasting area inside of the shoe. So you see what's happening, okay? So obviously this is the way it's gonna be looking like. So this is done on my shoe finisher, okay? You don't have a shoe finisher at home, you do it by hand, and this is the way it's done. So I'm using the heavy cutting side of my flat. You want for this to be flat. You want to use the flat side, not the curved side of your shoe rasp. So you saw this part here. Now I'm gonna switch to my shoe finisher, because this way you'll be able to see how quick and exciting it is to get this done. Okay, so before I move over there, I'm gonna look for my trusty take these nails out, because even though this shoe bottom needs more work. Okay. And then again, it's all that gluing your lining to your upper is not good. You know, normally we have a dropping lining. That is the high-end way of working. You can actually research dropping lining on shoe making, and you will see what is the difference. Some of the apparatus things here. I have to remove nails, but I can see it. Sometimes just one little nail gives you the hard time. Wow. Okay, there we go. Now that I was able to take this away, I'm gonna move one of these cameras onto the where I have my shoe finishing machine, and I will show you how that's done. Well, guys, we're here now where I have my other equipment like my skivers, and right now you are seeing my shoe finisher. So this is gonna get a little bit loud here. All right, so let me there's a vacuum connected to this unit.
Vega Studio. Graphics, Footwear Accessories Designer.